Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is let me get this right because I don't want to say it wrong. Today is the 4th of January. It is Wednesday 2023. Before we get into this video, I just want to remind everybody I will be live streaming tonight at 8 p.m. So I would encourage you all to join me then, and we will have a good chat. So we're starting on skirting the camper. So I am not an expert, just so we know that, just saying that ahead of time, okay? So what I'm doing here, I actually have this tape as well, and I'm going to show you how wide that is. So what we're going to end up doing with this, with the tape, and I will show you. So what I did basically first, got a 2x4 run along the bottom, coming up here. All right, and because it's obviously not going to meet right there, we will tape a seam through the center of that. The next piece will be screwed into that 2x4, okay? On the top here, I will take that tape and run it so that it connects with up here. So we'll have somebody in the back holding it, and we will push it, and then we'll do it that way with that tape. But that tape will seal that up. Now obviously I'm going to have to wipe that off because you can see that that's wet at the moment. We did have rain this morning. And so on the end here, I have that screwed into the end piece, and then when we go this way with that piece here, that will go butted up against here, and I'll have that come up this way, and so we'll have to cut out for the tongue there. So that's how that's going to be. So this is the first piece in. I actually have extra from that, and I think that piece there, I don't know. I'm going to look. Well, actually, while I got you guys on here, I'm going to look and see, because I believe that's going to be long enough. Yeah, okay. Yep, so that's going to go up in that area there, and then we will fill in between. There, so that piece will start there. It'll go to there, and we'll maybe this piece will go from there up to the wheels here and fill in that piece, and then we'll get the next piece and we'll fill in where we have to with the tires right here. Obviously it's going to be a little bit of a different cut, so we may go from there to the corner here, from that piece here to here, and then we'll fill in another piece here because we're going to have to go higher, obviously. There's like a lip underneath, so we have about an inch of play, and that's what I have on this piece, so it's underneath. And then what I'm obviously doing for the bottom, I did put a couple of screws in. It's not going to really hold well with the screws, but with the stone being pushed against the bottom, that's going to seal it up. With the 2x4 behind there, that's not going to blow around, and then it's got the lip underneath, like I said, so it's up under that lip, and then when we tape this from here to here, that'll tie it together that way. So there'll be no gaps, there'll be no seams for any wind to get in to disrupt it. So that's kind of my game plan. That's what I'm working on. We're supposedly, if you look at the overcastness of the sky, we're going to be getting more rain possibly today, but hopefully not. And right now, what the heck time is it? It is, it's 11:30. Steve's got to be to work by 3. So I wanted to get a start on this and kind of get an idea of what we were going to be doing. We're going to be working on this between today and tomorrow. Tomorrow's not supposed to rain at all. Right now, if I'll show you again, I'm in a t-shirt. It's decent out. Tomorrow's going to be 54 and no rain, so we'll really get the chance to work on this more tomorrow as well. But we're gonna see what I can get accomplished in the next hour or so. Maybe get this side hopefully in, this whole side hopefully in today. But I think with having the rocks to seal that up on the bottom, the tape on the top, the 2x4s behind it, and the 2x4s in the corner, it's going to hold it into place. and we're gonna be pretty decent with that. I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. It's just got to make sure that we can, not have any wind blowing underneath, so we're not losing heat that way. I did tell you guys this was important to me to get this done, and so that's what I'm trying to do. Before we get into colder weather again. Like I said, I am not an expert in any way, shape, or form. I am basically winging this, but I think this is going to work, and it's going to be just fine. Now I have those ones here, these center pieces, and that's just sitting up here, but they're screwed in together at the bottom. So when I put this one up against there, I will screw into there as well and tie them together that way. But I think this is going to work, and I think we're going to be just fine. So like I said, this next piece is going to go from here just to there, and then when I do this center piece here, we'll be able to tie in to the 2x4 on this end, 2x4 on that end, and put a piece in there up underneath there, and then I'll just put more rock up against that, and I think that's going to work perfectly. So that is doing the skirting of the camper. Obviously, as I make more progress, I will show you guys how it looks, but we just kind of, Steve's like, I have no idea how to do any of this. I said, well, I kind of have an idea of what I want to do, and so that's what we're going to do. And, he's been helping me with this, which is, it's nice to have the extra pair of hands. So, but yeah, so that's the game plan, and that should work perfectly. Again, it's 2-inch thick insulation, and that should be, like I said, the wind is going to come, it's going to blow, but it's not going to have anything to grab onto, because again, all these seams, when the two pieces are together, that will be taped all the way to the ground. Again, rock put up on top, and that's how we're going to do that. But not too bad for an amateur, I don't think. But now this did snap here a little bit. I will show you that. There was a crack here. I will tape that as well, just to make sure that we don't have any issues moving forward. It shouldn't be any kind of problem. So there we are. That is the game plan. But I think this will work. I got to get, like I said, up through here in the front. Because of the tongue, I have to be a little more fancy, so I'm going to have to cut, a groove in through here. I got to make sure I have enough for that to move around. But that shouldn't be an issue in the front because the wind generally is coming from this direction here. So up here, it shouldn't be a problem. On the back end, here, it's a pretty straight shot. We just got the two spots there, and that should not be a problem at all, I don't think. And so it should go pretty good. Now this piece, as you can see, got torn up by the wind, but that, where it's torn, that lower part is going to be perfect for this whole thing here, and that's why I'm saving that, because I can cut that piece, and that whole piece will go right into here, and that's going to be perfect. And so that's where we're at. But, I didn't think this was going to be, that difficult, and it's not looking like it's going to be. But it's just a matter of getting in here and getting at it and getting it done. And that's where we're at. So, fun times. It'll come together, and we will get this squared away, and it'll be good. And so that's what we got. And like I said, this piece here, so this is all, that piece and this piece are the same piece, and I just cut that so I can actually use, either I could use this here for the back, or I could use it for here. I'm probably going to use that for here. And so I'm getting a good amount. I have, how many more pieces do I have over here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 4 more pieces over here, which we should have plenty. Again, I'm hoping. I think I'll save the front for last. I'll do the other 3 sides first, and then if I run out, I can always pick up another sheet. That's not a big deal. But I'm going to try to utilize this. And then on the back side here, just got to see what we're looking at, if that's going to be higher. yeah, we're basically looking at the same type of situation. So we'll go to the tires, manipulate around the tires, and do that. So you figure one sheet up there, and then the partial sheet. See, that's the best part. That's the high end. This is much lower. So the piece that I cut off, I can fit into here, and then we can. Yeah, this is gonna work. I should be okay. If I'm not, I may need one more sheet, is my guess. But that's the game plan. That's what we're doing. So, all right. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get back at this. I'm just talking away here now, but I want to get some more work done. So I hope everybody's having a fantastic day and getting this started, which I'm happy about. The inside stuff I can do at any point in time. So that I wanted to get this done first while the weather's still decent. I'm feeling much better. Today is day 6 of my antibiotic run. I got one more day to go, and so I should be good to go after that. And big difference. I feel a tremendous amount better. The reason that I've waited to this point, I wanted to feel better when I got going with this, so that I wasn't feeling sick and stuff like that. So, but I do feel a whole lot better, and so between today and tomorrow, hopefully this should be done, and we will see what happens. But anyway, guys, remember, we are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. If we could ever figure that one out, we truly will be in much better shape. Also, remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you are trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only person that's going to stop you from achieving your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. All right? I will see you all later. Have a great day. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.